What a surprise to start the day. It sounds like American Thunder's running, so it might be open today, which I hope that's the case because it's been almost 3 months since I've last ridden it, and actually the last time I rode it was a Zen ride. That'll be nice to get back on it if possible. And I'll be hanging out with my buddy Ryan today, which you might have seen him in the Power Hours vlog I did a few weeks ago, and he's been in a few other vlogs since then. But this is our second time coming here together this season, and American Thunder is his favorite coaster here. I cannot wait to get back on it with them if they're opening today, which I hope they are, because I want to ride it desperately. So we got all day 10:30 or 11 to 7, sorry, because they moved the opening a half hour back. They open at 11, close at 7, and we're expecting fewer crowds today because it is a weekday. So let's get as many rides in as we can for what the time we have here. They got the red train running, so it looks like it's not blue train today. They already got Catwoman open, which is nice. And as bad as I want to wait underneath the shaded area, I'm worried that if I do that instead of waiting in front of Eagle's entrance for it to open, I could not be first one in line. Someone could pass me up, and I don't want to do that. So I see someone coming up either this house comes from Eagle. I'll make sure it gets to the entrance so I'm first one in line for sure. Just saw them send a worker to test ride Screaming Eagle, so there's someone on it right now. They're on the wood somewhere, I guess. But it shouldn't be too much long before this ride opens. Just got off of Screaming Eagle, first train of the day, and I was very impressed with how smooth it was running, although it was running quite slow. But there was someone I was riding with, it was actually the first ever roller coaster, I believe. So I got to experience what was the tallest, fastest, and longest coaster in the world with someone as their first ride on. And they said it was scary, which I don't blame them. It's pretty fast. 62 miles an hour. I mean, it's been outclassed since then. And they're like, I don't think they've hit the 47-inch mark, so they can't tackle Pandemonium and then the other 48-inch coasters yet. But the fact that they rode Screaming Eagle's the first coaster and they made it a historical one at that, I think is a pretty cool event. So now I'm gonna go make my way down towards Boss and see where the heck Ryan is. It is super quiet up here. Usually is quite a bit of noise with the key line being occupied and whatnot, and sometimes with the occasional roaring of Freeze, but other than that, it feels really quiet up here now. I kind of like this vibe, honestly. Let's take a ride on this and see how it's running, because Eagle was running a little slower than I remembered it being, so I'm pretty sure Boss might be the same, but I'll find out once I ride it. The second to back row was running much smoother today than it was a few days ago. Now, granted, I wasn't the second to back row today, I was in the very back row a few days ago, but I didn't think it was too rough. And actually going down the drop out the mid-course, I smacked a butterfly with my finger. I'm like, oh no! So I'm gonna wait for the front row now and then see which one's better today. Just got a front seat ride on Boss, and honestly I thought I was actually running significantly rougher in some spots than I was in the back of the train, which I think is interesting. Not seeing Ryan anywhere. I mean, I've let him know where I'm at a couple times, but haven't gotten a response from him yet. So for now I'm gonna go down to Justice League unless I find out otherwise, and I'll meet up with him from there. It's time to dispense some justice. 766,000 after maxing it. What a banger of a way to start. I feel like it could only go uphill from here if I keep up the good work, and there's already a decent line for it, but that's all right. So, let's go again. Just maxed out the first gun, third screen, and I used the flasher behind me because there's no one using it, and I got 550,000 with it, so that's pretty good. And I just got word that Ryan's over here at Mr. Freeze, so I'm gonna go catch up with them and take a ride or so with them. Just took on Mr. Freeze in the back row with Ryan. Do you want to say what's up?
Such a good ride. I love when I first launched, I had my hands on the back of the seat and it jolted my hands like crazy.
Yeah, I saw him. It looked like it launched him forward. So, where do you want to go? Do you want to go ride Batman?
Let's do Batman.
Batman? All right, let's go to Batman then.
And try Ninja.
You want to? I mean, I'm okay trying Ninja.
Try Ninja once.
You might?
Yeah.
All right, well, maybe consider Ninja over there. So now let's go ride Batman. And Freeze was running really good today, so might try front row later on. And apparently Justice League was down when we got off, so we weren't able to do that. You said you got like 939,000 in the back of the car?
939,000 back left green blaster.
That's actually not terrible, because the back seat is a lot harder usually, so we'll make sure to get on that at some point later, which we haven't really had to wait for hardly anything as of now. So we're gonna hop on a Batman and we'll see how that one's running today, because I thought Eagle and Boss running okay. Freeze is definitely running the best. Like, usually I think like Boss or Eagle's running the best, but Freeze has been really consistent as of late, whereas Boss and Eagle haven't been the most consistent rides out there. So it'd be nice to get on those three again later on if possible. But for now, let's go hitch a ride on Batman. Just rode Ninja front row because the line for Batman was long. What'd you think of it? You like it?
So much better than people make it out to be.
Oh yeah, it doesn't deserve the hit it gets. Like, I was actually on the left side. That was my first time riding on the left side of the train for a while. Don't remember the last time I rode there. I think it was like 2018 or so when I rode there. Like, it's been a while since I've ridden there. So I was expecting to get thrown around a little bit more, and it rode fairly similar actually. And the head chopper with the Sidewinder was really good. You gotta agree with that, right?
That is like the only like jarring moment.
Yeah, it's that, and also the turn after the corkscrews is a little violent, but it's not bad. And the Helix, you and I both said it's more intense than Goomba's Helix.
Yes.
Like, I don't know why, but I grayed out on this ride quite a few times, so Ninja's definitely underrated ride in my opinion. If you come to ride this, I know people say the airtime in the back is good, which I will agree about that, but it's way smoother in the front, and therefore I like it a little bit better up there. So now we're gonna hop on River King Mine Train and do a backseat on that one. Mine Train had a huge line, so we'll check back that one in a little bit, but Ryan knows that Pandemonium is only a stairs wait, so we're gonna hop on this real quick and see how good of a ride we get on it. That was a huge L for both of us, especially you, Ryan. What happened?
My hat flew off.
He said his hat flew off on the straight section after the freaking Wild Mouths turn toward the start. And I don't know how that didn't get it besides the first drop, but that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
And on top of that, we were balanced, so we didn't spin like at all. It was so lame. Like, oh my gosh. We're gonna try riding Boss now and see how it's running, because my rides earlier this morning were okay, but not the greatest I've seen it. So let's give it another shot.
You can see his arms and veins and
Just saw American Thunder cycle empty down there, so that's exciting. Not sure if they'll open it today or not, but I hope they do, because that'd be nice. Boss was running a little bit rougher than usual, and now we're gonna ride Justice League again, so let's do this, see how we do. Justice League went down because they had to clean up a car, I don't know what for, but we're gonna try Freeze again. And what was your thoughts on Boss? How was it running for you?
Okay, so first time. Okay, so down the drop, fine. Down the second drop, fine. Coming up the third hill, going into mid-course, something smacks my hand. I look down, and there's a hat wedged between the tracks.
Yeah, he said there was a hat. I didn't see it because I actually grayed out on that ride, so I didn't see it.
It was like a safari hat, and it was just like wedged in between the tracks, and I have no idea how it didn't fall because it was like just laying there.
Yeah.
And then down the last big hill, some bee just smacks me right in the middle of the forehead.
Yikes. And you said the same thing happened to you at Ride a Seal at Darien Lake, with like a thing hitting your arm.
That was my arm.
Yeah. And you also mentioned that the valley after the hill that runs right next to the station, you said that was a lot worse than usual.
Yes, I never felt a jolt there.
Yeah.
This time I did.
It's a bit of a hit or miss. Sometimes there's a jolt, sometimes it's not, so. We'll maybe check back up in this one a little bit, but for now, let's go ride Freeze because Justice League had to close down on us. So let's see how much better Freeze is running now that it's warmed up a bit. Just knocked out front seat on Mr. Freeze, and you and I both said back seat was better for today.
Back seat is better today. The air time is better. The forces are better, and we
The
get
spike.
more.
Yep, the spike. Although I will say the front does get some good air time coming out of the inverted top hat going backwards because you get pulled through it, which is really nice. But I think the forces are maybe a little bit better, at least for the trip out in the back row. So we saw that Justice League is now open, so we're gonna hop on that and see how we do. And hopefully, just hopefully, we'll be able to get a ride where we both max in the same car.
Yeah.
So let's see if we can do it. You've got to be kidding me. They closed the line right when we got there. Just took on Batman back row, and what'd you think of that? You like it?
It was really good. I grayed out like right as we entered the Helix and when we were like pulling through the first loop.
Yeah, I don't usually gray out on the Helix when riding in the back row. I usually do that up front. And I don't know why the Helix isn't as intense in the back as it is up front. I feel like it would be intense throughout both rows, but I thought it was more intense up front usually. So, you want to go check Justice League again, see if that's back open?
Let's go check it.
Yeah, because we've had bad luck with it. Like, without the first few rides we've had on it this morning, it's been going down every time we try to ride it. So hopefully it's back up and running by now, and hopefully we get on successfully this time. Just got off a vlog flume, and that was way too much fun, wasn't it?
Yep.
We went nuts on that ride for no reason, and we got American Thunder testing, so let's get some footage of a test running. River King Mine Train's now a walk-on, so we're about to take this thing on the back row. River King Mine Train back row was decent, but not quite as good as the last time on the back row. And then this is your first time on Boomerang since 2019, you said?
First time on Boomerang in 3 years.
Yeah, so it's been a while. So I'm gonna take a ride on this. And this is actually the last time we have done it, because we've done every other coaster with each other at some point since I think 2018. And watch out, here it comes. Here it goes. Yeah. We've been coming here since I think December 2018 every now and then, and this is the last week we need to get on all of them with each other.
Enjoy your 125-foot drop. Yes, waiting in line, please stand back and remain behind the yellow line for me. Again, please stand back and remain. Alrighty, as soon as the train comes to full complete stop, those restraints will come up right loose articles and exit.
Got a bit of a headache now, but we just rode Boomerang, and You said the restraints tightened on you a little extra notch.
My shoulders hurt after that.
Yeah, I got a bit of a headache from it too. So it's definitely not the smoothest thing ever, that's for sure. Definitely quite janky.
At least they fixed the second chain so it doesn't go.
Yeah, like usually whenever the second chain lift catches the train, it jerks forward. And it's not the most comfortable thing, but it wasn't that bad this time, so it's not bad. I think we're gonna go try and get an off balance ride on Pandemonium because we didn't get that earlier because our car was balanced and it was completely dull. So we're gonna see if we can do anything better with it this time and hopefully get some spinning action. Pandemonium had a huge line, so we're gonna try Justice League again. Hopefully we get a good ride where like I max it out and then he gets 900,000. Do you wanna go for it?
Huh?
You wanna try and get 900,000 while I max it?
Yeah.
Let's
probably.
go for it. Yeah, let's see if we can do it. We just did it. We finally maxed it in the same ride.
Finally maxed on the same ride.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing. Like you got at the last second of the fifth screen.
Yeah, I got last second, last screen.
And the thing is, you weren't even shooting the panels that ride. I was going for the double max. And we still absolutely crushed it out there. So like,
That's the first time I maxed it without the panels.
that's insane. Is that back to back, by the way?
That was back to back.
Oh my gosh. Like, imagine if I double maxed, it would have got a triple max. That would have been sick. Going for a redemption ride on Pandemonium. See if we can get an off balance ride this time. Hopefully we get lucky and get one. Pandemonium was way better this time than it was last time. We got some spinning, which was good. Even though we were off balance, it wasn't as much as we were hoping. The first half was good, but it kind of died in the second half. At least we got some good airtime on the Camelback, I guess you say, before the last turn. What do you think?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Way better than the front ride.
Yeah. Now we're gonna check Screaming Eagle out because there's hardly a line here. So might as well hop on this one.
Yeah, I'd probably win.
Boston is not gonna have to happen right now because we might have seen people on American Thunder and we are going straight there right now. You excited, Brian?
Yeah!
I hope it's open because I want to ride this thing again. So let's go down and see if it's open. Yo, American Thunder's open. Let's go. So excited to ride this ride again. I don't care how long it's been. I'm so hyped. Most excited I've ever been to ride this thing, to be honest. Let's go.
Alright, everyone, let's enjoy your ride. Once the ride comes to a full stop, you're going to be exiting to your left.
That was absolutely amazing. What'd you think?
I absolutely love this ride, and it's still the king of the park for me.
Yeah, this is his favorite coaster here, and after how I was running today, I can understand. It was so good. I forgot what it was like to ride a GCI. These things are so fast-paced, and I loved it. So we did back row, now we're gonna go around and try the front row, because I'm interested to see how that compares to the back row. So let's do it.
Also, those articles can It's Red, White, Blue is coming for you. Enjoy your ride on the American Thunder. Exit to your left, and most importantly, have a great. It's Red, White, Blue is coming for you. Enjoy your ride on the American Thunder. As a reminder, I'm going to have a please.
Front row was equally as amazing as the back row, in my opinion. Ryan wanted to go ride the back row again, so he's gonna be on, I hope he's on this one, because it's about the last hour and I was gonna go ride Justice League again for the rest of the night, but then maybe also do a ride on Freeze as well, but I hope Ryan's on this one so I can get his thoughts on it once he comes off. Ryan's off of American Thunder. What did you think of your second back row ride you had?
My second back row ride was unbelievable. I think it's a back row ride from now on.
Right. I mean, I can totally understand that, but for me, whichever seat I prefer depends on how it's running on the day. I'd ride it. For today, I might be ever so slightly towards the front, mainly because it was incredibly hot out, and the front cooled me off, and it was also a lot smoother than I thought it was going to be. But back row was equally as insane. And we saw what looked like people on over by Boston, and you said we hightailed it down here.
Hightailed it right when we saw people on American Thunder. We didn't care about our flash passes. We just went.
Yeah, and we obviously weren't running or anything, but as soon as I saw what looked like people on the Boston, I'm like, wait a second. Then, well, like, we gotta go. Like, we were about to get on Boston on Flash Pass. Nope. We just hurried it down to American Thunder and I got 2 rides, you got 3 rides.
I got 3 rides, and they were the best rides I've had in a while.
Yeah, it was nice to get back on it, and there goes Freeze. You might ride, you said you're gonna ride Freeze. I might just spend the rest of the night lapping this because it is the last hour now, but if you wanna ride Freeze, go right ahead, and then we'll see if we can top that insane Ryan a little bit that we had earlier today. You go have fun on that. I'm gonna start lapping this. The park is now closed, which also means that my Marathon of Justice League is complete. What did you think of today, Ryan? Did you have a good time?
I had a really good time. For the first time ever, we've done every single coaster in the park.
Yes, in the same day. I've done that by myself a couple times. We had never done that together till today. So we got on quite a few different coasters multiple times. We did Freeze multiple times, we did Pandemonium multiple times, American Thunder multiple times, and everything else we did once together. So I need to review my ride count because I've lost track because I've been so busy marathoning Justice League, but that always happens. So I'll review that and then report what that was. After checking all what I rode today, I managed 16 rides on Justice League, 3 on Boss, 2 on American Thunder, Mr. Freeze, Pandemonium, and Screaming Eagle, and 1 on every other coaster, including the Log Flume as well. We did that once. So
my ride count?
Yeah, what is yours? Go ahead.
3 on American Thunder, 3 on Mr. Freeze, and 1 on everything else, but 2 on Boss.
2 on Boss? Oh wait, did we?
And I got 10 rides on Justice League.
Wait, when did you do Boss the second time?
Just now.
Oh, okay. I'm like, wait, what? Where'd you go to Boss? All right. Was it trimless or not?
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, and apparently you said they were signing seats on Freeze when there was no line earlier.
Exactly.
Like, what?
It didn't make sense.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. So, best ride of the day, what was it?
American Thunder.
Okay.
Just getting back on that, I had to put it at the best ride of the day.
That's fair. That's totally understandable. I mean, it was great to ride it again. And for me, I think my best ride, that may sound basic, but my double max on Justice League, it might have been my highest scoring round ever on it, to be honest, without getting stuck, because I had over 200,000 with the second gun coming out of the second screen. I was like cracked. And it was just nice to double max again, and I fell just short of it on my last ride. And you said you're up to 10 max scores now, correct?
I'm up to 10 max scores, and I got 4 in a row today.
Yeah, he got 5 total, and then he got 4 in a row today, which that's a new personal best for him. 4 in a row, that's pretty good.
4 in a row is a new personal best.
Nice. So, yeah, today was a great day, and if you're new to this channel, be sure to leave a like before you click off this video, and be sure to comment as well what your thoughts were on this video. And make sure to subscribe and turn the bell on so you can get notified every time I upload. And until then, we'll see you guys next time.